Welcome back to Faux MRO. I'm going to help you uncover where you have false lovers in your life, where you think you're doing good, but what you're doing is only a part-time thing for yourself. And when you're only concentrating on yourself part-time, you're only going to get part-time results. And matter of fact, you're probably not even going to get that. You're probably going to get less than part-time results. So the false lover I want to bring to you today is your health, your overall health. And I was so inspired by my last post about beauty because health is the foundation of beauty. Let's get into health. How are we part-timing our health? We know it's important. We need to get up every day and go to work and take care of the family and do what we need to do. Our health is certainly important, yet that's one of the biggest things women, especially women in the second half of their lives, that's one of the biggest things that we're ignoring. So I want to bring your focus back in on you, and let's talk about how health is a false lover in your life. All right, I made notes because I don't want to miss a thing. This Faux MRO series is really helping me cut some of my crap out. Why is health so hard to manage? Our health is so hard to manage. Women over 50, many of us have been conditioned to shut our wombs up with medication every month. Keep them quiet so we can get done what we need to get done. We manage our childbirth. Well, I want to schedule it in because I want to get back to work and this is going to make right. Instead of allowing your child the natural birth, which is the best for the child. Taking 10,000 steps a day. If I'm taking 10,000 steps a day, why am I not healthy? Because that's a false lover. It's not about walking back and forth in your kitchen. It's not about getting that 10,000 steps. It's not about being, ooh, you're a grandmaster, you got 20,000 steps. It's about who you are doing them. And if you're walking back and forth in the kitchen 100 times to get your 1,000 steps in that you need before you go to bed, how is that feeding your health? Especially if you're narrating in your head and thinking, oh, I didn't get this done. I wish I got this done. I should have got this done. I'm an idiot. When you manage your health at the cellular level, like we talked about in the last video, your health becomes manageable. But you have to understand what the cellular level of health looks like and what's feeding it. I know a lot of women, and I was one of them, that are on a lot of medications. I was on 6 before I found the ketogenic diet, almost ready to go on 7. I was having tired sleeping, I was depressed, I was pre-diabetic. I was taking medications to help with the medications. I was eating food that was requiring me to take medications because the food wasn't healthy for me. I was living a life of stress, over hustle, over exhaustion. I was not honoring my cyclical nature as a woman. I was not working around my cycles. I was shutting them up and working through them. And what that and why that hurts women is because it's not our nature. Our nature isn't to be a man and to work like a man and do what a man does. And now that we've proven we can do it, let's stop that. Let's cut that shit out, because it's not about living our life and working hard and paying taxes and dying. Not for women. That's for men. And when I hear myself saying stuff like that, I catch myself, because in order for me to be healthy for a woman, I can't live like a man. I can't work like a man. I can't go to bed and get up like a man. I can't do that, because the truth is men and women are different. And we're different beyond our genitals. We're different hormonally. A man's hormones require 24 hours to repair themselves. A woman's hormones require 28 days to repair her. Yet we work like a man. So our bodies are not being repaired by the time we get out there the next day. And on the 2-day weekends that we get to rest, we're not repairing ourselves because it doesn't take 2 days for the female hormone system to repair our bodies. It takes 28. But because that information wasn't important, or that information kind of hurt my chances of getting certain jobs, I shut it up. When I clock that something is going one way and it's not coming back to me, my eating, it's not making me healthy, it's not coming back to me, there's no ROI with my old diet, then I needed to change it. So how do you know? How do you know that your health is a false lover? You're taking your medications, you're doing all that is a veil for an unhealthy body. So if you're sick and tired, if you're taking one medication to move and another to sleep and another to get up and another to get down and another to lose weight and another to offset the carbs and another for this and pain and this and diuretic, and if you're doing all that, you're taking a medication because you're probably on a medication that's not working. And the medication that we don't see as a medication, it's a veil, is our food. So just by eating healthy for your body, not for mine, not for anybody else's, my health is keto diet. Your health could be something different. Find it. Get off of the medications as quickly as you can, but don't get off of them without your doctor's approval. Because the doctor, even though they can't heal us, they can show us where we are on the healing spectrum. You're the healer. Your body, your mind, you are the healer of your body. And that is full-time lovership of your health. Part-time lovership is putting your power out into medications, putting your power out into people around you. Well, the guy at the gym said I should do this and now I'm hurting for 5 days. Well, how does the guy at the gym know what your body needs? We ask people, we do as they say, we get hurt, and then we have resentment. We ask people, we don't do what they say, then they resent us, and that now we've lost a friend. The health of our mind, body, and soul needs us, not what somebody else thinks, but what our body is telling us it needs. And when we're shutting it up and shutting it down and waking it up when it's not ready, we're hurting ourselves. And our body is magic. Look what it's done. It's kept us alive, for me, 60 years. But now that I'm off of those medications, I'm living the healthy lifestyle, I'm creating a full-time love affair around my health, putting it first, denying dinners out after dances. I don't need to be eating at 10 or 11 at night. And it used to be my only meal of the day. But now I've decided to eat that meal earlier because it works for me. And then come straight home after a dance, have a little settle, and go to bed. When you feel like your skin is reacting to things, when you feel like you are not digesting your food well, or your limbs hurt, or your muscles hurt, that is your body telling you that something's wrong. What's wrong? Well, that's up to you to figure it out. So stop listening to other people. Stay where you are. Stay put. Stay on the meds. Do everything you need to do. But start researching what is good for you. Or follow me on YouTube. I've gone through a lot of this already. And this is how I've created My healthy lifestyle is everything I've put on there, and that's for free. So knowing our hormones are completely different gives you one more piece of information to slow yourself down so you can realize your health. Stress and survival response in a woman's body has created our unhealthy body. It's actually created autoimmune disease. There was no autoimmune disease before women got out in the workforce full time and started training our children to do it. We've trained our children to get out into workforce like it's nothing. Now they're doing it and they're having children and working pregnant and taking their 6 weeks off and putting their children in daycare and not enjoying their life with their family because they are veiled. They're coming back with rosacea. They're coming back overweight, unbalanced, unsure. My relationships are suffering because my health was. In order to feed your health full time, you need to focus on yourself full time. That doesn't mean ignore everybody. But if you're taking the hours it needs for you, even if it's in 5-minute increments after you stop the car, take 5 minutes. Get in the car, take 5 minutes. That time will add up and compound where you'll start requiring it because the woman's body is wired for rest, not for working like a man. So, how do you move into the beauty and the romance and the luxury full time? Well, that's creating a lifestyle, my friend. It's not doing it part time. If you're trying to plan a vacation from an overworked life, that's putting a Band-Aid. When your life is so awesome that you don't need to plan a vacation around it, you just need to do whatever you love and it brings in money. That is living the life of the beauty, the luxury, and the romance. That is living the life of a woman's heart. And you can't do it if you're unhealthy. The woman that gets treated well because she does not accept less understands this very well. Her health and safety is number one importance because if she goes down, her entire empire goes down. Children do. Her family does. Everything goes down. You feed the morale of your unit. You are the fuel to your family, so make sure you fuel yourself first. Health, like beauty, is self-care realized. It's visual. Your beauty and your slowness, your lack of urgency is your hint that you are moving into full-time lovership of your health. All right, ladies. I hope I see you in the next one. And if you want to dig deeper into this, send me a DM. I'll check it out and send you some links to check out the Yumminess Revolution. Because whether you're just waking up going, I know there's something more, or you're well aware that you are on this journey and just need to be reminded of some things, allow me to be that flashlight for you to get to that next step so that you can leap forward. Allow me to give you permission to put yourself first. All right, ladies. Good luck out there with your faux emeros.